Hello guys, today's question is largest prime factor. So the question says that given a number n, the task is to find the largest prime factor of that number. So the question says that you are given a number and you have to find largest prime factor. Let us take example 5. If 5 is given, n is equals to 5, then the prime factor of 5 is 1 comma 5. So we have to return largest prime factor, which is 5. If n is equals to, let us n is equals to 24, so the prime factor of 24 is 2 comma 2 comma 2 comma 3. So the largest prime factor of 24 is 3, so we have to return 3. So how we gonna solve this question? What will the approach to solve this question? So the approach of solve this question is very simple. The approach says that find prime factor and return the maximum prime factor. Okay, so how we gonna find the prime factor of given number? So the prime factor of a given number is a combination of even factor and odd factor, but there is only one possible of even factor, which is 2, and odd factor is possible 3, 5, 7 and dash. So for even factor, for 2, we going to a while loop till n become even. We traversing this while loop and store the prime factor. Let us example, because prime factor is 2 here, so we store 2 and update n to n divide by 2. Okay, so this is clear when I show the code. Now till you try to understand this. So after traversing this while loop, n becomes 1 or n become odd. So if n become 1, then there is no other factor of prime factor of n. So if n is odd number, then we going to, for every odd number, I equals to 3 to I less than equals to sqrt of n and I plus equals to 2, because we going to every odd number, so I plus equals to 2. And here we going to every odd number, check if n percentage I equals to 0. If I is a prime factor of n, then we update the answer to prime factor of which is greater than 2. So and update to n is n divided by I. So we going to this while loop and going to this for loop is going to all odd number till square root of n. So after this for loop, if n is initially a prime number, if initially a prime number, so there is no store in answer of this for loop. So after this while loop and for loop, if we check the condition, if n is greater than 2, now if n is greater than 2, then we simply return n, because n is a prime factor, so the answer is n. So let us see the code and try to understand the problem. So the solution of this problem is, firstly we create an answer for return the answer of long int answer and initialize to 1. And for a number, we traversing a while loop. If n percentage 2, if n is even, then we store the answer 2, because now prime factor is 2, and divide n to n divide by 2, update n. And after this while loop, n becomes 1 or n becomes odd, because there is no even factor remain, because we going to n divide by 2 till n percentage 2 equals to 0. So after this we traversing the odd number. If I equals to 3 to square root of n, I equals to I plus 2. Here I equals to I plus 2 because we going to only odd number, not a even number. So we written here I equals to I plus 2. For every odd number we check same n percentage I equals to 0, then we update the answer. So we update the answer because new answer is greater than previous answer, because I is greater than previous. So a new answer is updated in answer in long end. Now we're doing the same thing as upper. And after this for loop, uh, if we check the condition if n is greater than 2, because if initially n is a prime number, then after this for while and for loop, now n remains n greater than 2. So we check the condition if n greater than 2, then we return answer equals to n, answer equals to n, and after this we return the answer of whole solution, return answer. So I hope you guys clearly understand the solution. Let us try and run of the example and submit the code. So try run of n equals to 5. If n equals to 5, so we create answer variable answer equals to 1, and now we going to while n percentage 2 equals to 0, but n is odd number, so this will never happen. So we going to here I equals to 3 to square root of n. So square root of 5 is 2 point something. So in this is become 2. So this will never happen because in the condition not meet. So directly going here, if n greater than 2, so n is greater than 2, then we return answer equals to n. So answer become 5, so we return 5. So the output becomes 5. Now try run for the second test case, n is equals to 24. So n is equals to 24. Now we initialize the answer equals to 1, and we going to this while loop. While n is even, then we update the answer equals to 2. So n is even because n is 24, so answer become 2, answer become 2, and n become n divided by 2, which is 12. For next iteration, because now n is even number, till now is an even number, so answer become 2 because we updating the answer 2. So there is no effect. So now answer become n divided by 2, which is 6. For next iteration, because till now n is even number, so now answer is 2. So the n is n divided by 2, which is 3. Now this while loop is terminated, and we going to here for I equals to 3 to square root of n. Square root of 24 is something 4 point something. So we going to 3 to 4, I equals to 3. So initially I equals to 3. We going this inside this for loop. So while n percentage I, so we check 3, n is here 3 and I is 3, so 3 percentage 3 equals to 0. So this is happen. So we inside this while loop. Now update the answer is I is 3, so answer is updated, and n is equals to n divided by I, so n become 3 divided by 3, which is 1. Now we check the condition while loop. If n percentage I, so n is 1, n is 1 percentage 3, which is not equals to 0, so while loop is terminated. After while loop terminated, we going to here if I equals to I plus 2, so I become 3 plus 2, which is 5. So but I is going to 3 to 4, but I become 5, so this for loop is terminated. Okay, and now we check the condition. If n greater than 2 but n is become 1, so no, the n is not greater than 2, so this will never happen. So we directly return answer is 3, so we return the answer 3. Okay, so let's submit the question of this answer is here. So the compile this code, compile and run. So the answer is correct. So now submit the code. Now submitting the code. So the correct answer. So this is how we solve this question. I hope all you guys understand the approach behind this. Thank you guys.